Hello, and welcome back to DROD RPG. We're doing the Fetch the Pie, and it's been about 10 days since my previous recording. I did watch the last 10 minutes of the last episode just to refresh myself as to what it was that I was trying to do, which was get the sword from the vault. So we're going in here, we finally have the free checkpoint on the Tar Mother. Right, so to get in here... also, just kind of random note, I'm not sure what it is with DROD RPG, but sometimes when I go to the next room, it'll buffer an input and like push me one extra tile over. I restarted my computer and that's no longer happening, but it was happening when I was doing a little bit of architecture for a contest earlier. So I'm not sure why it sometimes does that and sometimes doesn't, and I don't change any settings and it just fixes itself, which is concerning when it comes to computers. But that's just what it is. Alright, so you are doing 620 damage. My choices here then are 240 damage and 2 yellow keys, 620 damage, or a green key. And I honestly think the green key might be the best option here. There are quite a few green keys lying around. Can I get more than 620 health for a green key? Well, the thing is, I do need a lot of green keys for this attack, which I definitely want. Yeah. There were... Oh, when I was watching the previous episode, I remembered I can grab that key without spending anything. So there are green keys lying around. Few, I think. I don't know. I don't like spending green keys, though. It's just a thing. So I think... we'll just take the damage. Because health is the easiest resource to get back. Yeah, there's a green key. There's a whole bunch of keys on previous levels we can go get still, I'm sure. Here we have to spend 2 yellows and 2 greens anyway, so I didn't want to spend all of that. Alright, we're in. All monsters in this room carry far less gold than they would otherwise, because I guess we would be able to... yeah, Gruckle's one. You just get too much money. Ah, I figured. So, what's going on with this is that there's a global scripting modifier for how many Gruckles you get, and it was just removed while you're in this room, which is why it's not just the tar, but also the sentries. Alright, well, we'll start stabbing things. And we don't really need to use these sentries because this is free. Problem with what we've done here is that we now take a bunch of extra damage. So, because we have to fight things. Yeah. The problem is I can't actually cut this. There we go. Get the double cut in that way, and that way I prevent myself from having to stand on a sword or fight anything in order to fully clear this, I think. Maybe. Problem is, I've left myself in uncuttable shape by doing a double stab. So I might just have to take out one of these sentries. I might just have to do it. Or one tar baby, I guess. I mean, I guess I could do that. Right. Okay. Let's try that strategy. So if I, instead of just waiting... Not that the Gruckles are that big of a concern, but I do get 4 more Gruckles by doing a Tar Mother fight anyway. And 100 rep, for what it's worth. So if I make that move... then I can get in here without having to fight the tar baby. Going from the top didn't seem to do a lot for me though, so let's just do this again. Yeah, and then from here, nice and easy. I'm gonna have to fight a tar baby on the way out though, aren't I? I don't think there's... Yeah, no matter which way I do it, I'm gonna have a solid wall here. I'm gonna have a solid wall, so we do have to fight one of them on the way out. Okay. 129 per cheaper win, that wasn't happening. This is backtracking orb, yep. So here we get a longsword, which is plus 40. I don't think we needed it up until this point. And since it's still a metal weapon, I don't need the one I had. Alright, finally I can use the arsenal against them. Longswords like these are hard to come by. It's now where mastery of sword balance will come in handy. Anyone else would have to practice for weeks before they could fight effectively. Yes, but I just know how to use every sword. Yeah, so I could keep this in case I ever needed, you know, another sword for whatever reason, but really you only need one metal sword. Unless the hold is going to force me to leave a sword behind, which you can set up a mechanism where there's like a one-way path that has a weapon slot, so you force the player to lose the weapon to get through it. I don't recall this this level doing anything like that, though. Alright, now you guys are free, because we've got a ridiculous number of attack. So I'll grab those 4 Greckles. They'll come in handy later, maybe. Alright, so now that we've got the plus 4. These things are a lot cheaper. We probably just want to go do this room now. Not really any reason not to. Backtracking orb. Yep. Alright, and we don't have enough green keys anymore. Yeah, good thing we didn't spend them. Alright, so blue door leads to freedom. Now that we've gotten that plus 40, I want to go back. So yeah, you can see only 24 for a mimic. $129. That's a ways off. We don't really need it. Okay, since it's been like 10 days, I'm actually just going to go back through. I'm pretty sure the first few levels are completely clear. But I'm going to remind myself what's going on here. Right, there's you. That's a good trade, but we're going to wait until you're free because we don't need the keys yet. You guys are free. Okay. You guys have been free for a while, I think. Alright, 3rd floor. Potion. There's a bunch of marked treasure on here, but... Okay, goblins still need a bit. There's a bunch of marked treasure, but realistically, I don't think I'm ever actually going to grab anything from this floor. These are all pretty bad trades. 4th floor. Right, we spent a bunch of green keys. There's another green key. Yeah, I think I still want goblins to be free. I don't need any of these resources, so even with all that attack, I'm not incentivized to grab anything just yet. And then for here, that room arguably we could do. We're taking a bunch of hits, but we're getting keys for it. Hmm. 640 for the toxic gas. Yeah, lots of keys left behind there. And still that 3 attack that we can grab whenever. Alright, yeah, not a whole lot, honestly. If we're waiting until stuff is free, we've got a ways to go. And we don't super desperately need help. Oh, well, okay, well there's that room I never walked into. Alright, so these things are just waiting on defense. Defense, I guess. Alright, well, the sword made less of a difference than I would like. Okay, let's grab this. Alright, so we managed to drop that, or grab that without grabbing the, dropping the trapdoor. So that keeps that path open. Alright, so here, yeah, you guys are not going to get cheaper than that before we get that key, so now it's just a matter of forced hit. I'm forced to take a hit from you regardless. And that way I can prevent myself from taking another hit. I think that's probably the best I'm going to be able to do on that for the blue key. Yeah, I'll be satisfied with that. We do have a whole bunch more stats, but we're going to lose most of it. You're still free. Okay. Going around that way just to prevent the eye from becoming a problem. Okay, blue key gets spent here. I could spend a bunch of green keys, but the 4 attack doesn't help me immediately. It would against High Fort Scout D. Okay, there's a security eye. I think I just have to take a hit here. I can try to get around you. But honestly, that's just more of a pain than I think it's worth. So what's going to happen here? I go through here. I mean, I guess I can try it, but... yeah, vertical preference. But that means... What it means is I can go south. But I'm just gonna have to fight you to get through eventually anyway. This is a point of no return though, so... Well, no immediate return. Ah. Okay, so we don't spend the blue key. We just lock ourselves out of ever going this way. Right. Well... It's a little bit expensive, but I do need more green keys. Second interlude, which has to be done now. As Vincent descended into the new level, the noises of the various monsters quieted. As he reached the ground, the level seemed a bit quieter, more purposeful. He decided to give this security system an unscheduled review. Okay, stairs out of here are one south, one west. So we can change our equipment. Don't immediately see a reason why we would want to do that, but a grappling hook might be nice here, depending on what things are, how things are set up. Please deposit all of your Greckles in this treasure chest before continuing. You'll get them back at the end of the level. Right. So with 20 more attack, we would have a free Mimic. 20 more attack doable. Let's just scout the level and see if it even is going to matter. But yeah, so the idea of this level is that you have to kill everything, which 93 Greckles. Yep, that would be 4 antlions and a Mimic. So yeah, we do have to stab the Mimic. $240. I'm pretty sure we're stabbing bombs with these Mimics, so I don't think we actually get to keep the Mimic alive. So yeah, this is just going to be tar babies. Okay, that's just the eye. We're not getting 85 for the tar babies. And that room's free. Okay. And... right. So we can spend a yellow key for 500 health now, or we can just get it for free if we're able to beat the level without losing 500 health. And I think we're only taking the 140. So if I load my game... there's 8. I don't think there's that much I left behind, though. I can think of a few gems. Like, I know there's the one here. There's 12. Plus 3 from the previous level, the Goblin Cave. Oh, that's on this level? Oh, it's the Goblins, that's right. That one we can't get yet. Okay, I think I only have 15. So, I guess we'll just do it now. And yeah, there's nothing in here where a grappling hook looked like it would be useful. So what's going on here? I hit this. I hit this orb. And then I'm required to do all of my mimic stuff on this side of the room because I can't get you through while the eye is on the plate. I guess we probably want to do this then. Okay, you're gonna face you the right way. And we're just gonna go and assume that have enough. Like, it takes a surprisingly long time to die on hot tiles. Maybe not so surprising. Alright, there's our 93 Greckles. Okay. So, 122 Greckles. For this one, and this is just about... I need tar because tar is going to be worth more. Okay. So really what I need to do... I need to set off the bombs to hit the orb. Really the puzzle is hit the orb without hitting this bomb. So hit this bomb, don't hit this bomb. And the thing is, I can't just do that because these bombs will blow up that mirror. So let's just do the obvious and then reposition things if the obvious doesn't end up working. 3, 4, 5. Okay, and in this situation, we do have a fuse that still has a path all the way around. Okay, so the problem here is that we do not have a path all the way around. So I need to The thing is, there's 2 wall segments here. Well, it doesn't even matter how much longer this is than this, because it's a long path regardless. If we ever let one of the bombs blow up, they all blow up, which blows up all of the mirrors. So the solution has to involve not blowing up. Oh no, I've got it backwards. We want to hit this one, we don't want to hit this one. Okay, well, yeah, there we go. I'm gonna blame the roommate's dogs for barking at nothing for distracting me on that one. Oh. I need 100 Greckles to get through there, and I have 122. Okay, so I'd have to do another room first before I do this one. I've solved the puzzle, but I have to come back. Okay. So 240. I think I'm going to take a bunch of damage here because I have to fight these tar babies, but what I want to do then is blow this up, killing as few as possible, which is going to be on the left. So if I do that, that's trading, how much is one of these? 45 for 120. That's half of what I needed. So next I need to probably not do that. Well, if we do that, we can get you through. Should have done one bit more of leverage than I did. Okay. So now I am safe. And then I think we just blow this up. Ah, from the bottom. Okay. Interesting. So in DROD RPG... Oh, no, it's because we're destroying the tar. Okay, so the pressure plate is lifting, but then we're destroying all of the tar, which is also toggling it. Okay. Thought there was something weird going on there for a second, but no. So we have to do it from the pressure plate in order to avoid... Quarter reached, good. In order to avoid the explosions killing more of those tar babies, but we're good. Okay, this one, so it takes a surprising amount of time for an entity to die on hot tiles. However, that's not infinite time, and we're spending a lot of time here. Yeah. Oh, it got you through. How much health do you have left? 1? Alright. I'm pretty sure you can do that more efficiently, but, that was good enough, so I'm not going to worry about it. Okay, so now I have the Greckles. Quota reached. Yeah, I can't kill that one. So here, what the puzzle actually is to fight as many tar babies as possible. Which is going to mean doing one mud baby to get those. Because we only get to do this once. Is that good enough? Looks like it. And here... we want to get through without killing too many roaches because we don't want to kill the tar, or we don't want to cut the mud with the briar. So it is more for mother than for babies, so that means, I mean, at this point we just take out everything. Now that we've blocked off the briar. Oh, there's... There is a swamp token. So what we actually do is, as few fights as possible, see if I did this correctly or if I needed to be slightly more efficient. $532 looks good. Okay. So that was all of the Freckle puzzles. Gives us enough for this. And we're through. Get our money back. And our reward for doing that is some keys. Okay, not even attack this time, but keys are good too. Alright. Well, now we get to see, I was kind of expecting to get attack at the end of that, but now we get to see why some people get kind of annoyed with these interludes. Because now we get to do all of that again to save 95 health. There we go. So yeah, I enjoy this one as a standalone puzzle. I guess we can grab the map. I enjoy the puzzles in this one quite a bit. But it is kind of unfortunate if you're ever trying to backtrack. could have been facing better, but I wasn't. It's fine. Yeah, this Mimic is free because it's taking hot tile damage, so it doesn't matter. I wonder why we get the extra mirror here. We don't. That's right. Well, not too much to say this time around. Okay. Our sword orientations are a little bit unfortunate, so we're gonna have to redo that, but that's fine. Okay, so for this one... Wait once. Good enough. We can now afford to solve this room. Fight your instincts and go for the stuff that costs you health instead of the stuff that doesn't. Good. Oops. And then for this room, need to fight one roach and then reset. Okay, 1500. That wasn't too bad. Get our money back. And we're out. And I guess the other thing is you have to also come down here with enough health to take all these fights, which we do have enough, so that's good. Alright, let's skip the pleasantries. The only bargaining chip I have is my word that I won't kill you all. The only bargaining chip you have is whatever you're guarding. The four of you would rather engage in deadly combat than give it up with negotiations. Please tell me if I got all that right. That's the gist of it. Let's go. Well, you left out the part where I leave. Fine, then I just kill the three of you. Okay, so... These don't really matter. I have the ability to... Okay, so they all are turning. So I'm going to take an extra hit from each of them. I'm not sure what the yellow door does for me. So it's 627. If I do this, it's still 627. So yeah, I don't think there's any way to do that cheaper. Alright. Killing people isn't very pleasant work. It's dirty, and I'd prefer to stop doing it. I'm far past the stop and weep point, though. Right, and this will, yeah, close that. Let's not close the blue door. And we've locked off the interlude, but we did grab everything from behind it, so we're good. I'm not actually terribly surprised. Got ourselves a VIP card. There's no way only 7 people could build all these chambers. I'm sure I've only taken down half or so of this private army. It's only been 15 hours since I started, but it feels like 100. 15? I think it's been like 7? Yeah. It would be kind of funny if there was a way to track the playtime variable and insert that in there. Alright, so we're going to go back to the defense, the belt buckler, but I just wanted a VIP card in there. And we've got the fancy new DROD RPG 2 VIP cards. They look quite a bit nicer. Okay, grab the attack. 800 for 2 keys isn't terrible, but I can come back here. Come back here later. Yeah, and suddenly I'm short on green keys. So now that I have the VIP card... Oh, you're almost free. Now that I have the VIP card, there's a bunch of stuff I can do. So it probably makes sense to go looking at that instead of trying to do other things here. 117, I'm probably just going to have to fight you for that, because I don't think this is getting cheaper before I get it. There's that for 2 green keys. Is that it for attack? I just left 8 attack behind. Pretty sure. Yeah, I mean there's a bunch of keys and stuff. Um, 137 for the eye. Okay. So 8 attack here and 3 attack on the goblin level. I could have 11 more attack. Something to keep in mind. Let's go up the long way. That's a relatively good trade. We're starting to get low on health, so let's just grab it. This one is, I just want more defense. Because you guys hurt for 120 each. But I just got a new shield, so I'm probably not getting another new shield for a while. The hydroponic garden, huh? I'm wondering if teleporting would have been faster. Okay, 72, you guys are honestly getting pretty close. Okay. Let's just grab that. I'm okay with Greckles for health trades. I think that We're gonna need quite a few of those. It's fine. Alright, I also left that behind. Human possesses VIP card, orb activated. Yes. But this lets me at least do some more scouting, see what's available. Okay, we've got some one-brained tar baby. Or a bad decision. One-brained tar baby. And a yellow key. For what? 495? That's not great. Only a ×3 multiplier. We would be fighting. Yeah, we probably just wait until we have 17 more attack before doing that. Okay, Security Eye will not be cheaper. Have to do that. Water is too wide to grapple across. Alright, blue defender who mimics our movements, which is why we have this, to force us to notice that. A good bit of design here. And if I fight you, I get a green key and more health. Then I would get, well, you're going to get one extra hit on me because of how... Yeah, you turn too quickly. But I got a green key, so we're just going to do that. Since we have to do that before we get through anyway. Okay, well, I'm pretty sure this can be done without taking any hits, but I don't want to do that, so I won't. Not yet. Here, we're trading... So we get a choice between 2 yellows or a green, and then a choice between spending some combination of 4 yellows and 2 greens. Is there another way around? There's attack here. Definitely want attack to get attack in that case. Alright, and you guys are not cheap. Although would be cheap soon. Cheaper soon. A lot of good stuff in there, though. Same with you, you're almost half off. At which point, yeah, there's no point in running, taking a bunch of hits. So that attack is right, the Security Eye. Alright, I guess we do this. Now, the thing is, I can't offset for the blue defenders, but I can offset for the mimics, which is going to make this really awkward. And I do need to be armed because I'm trying to drop all of the trapdoors. Kings of already messed up. I could also do this with the grappling hook instead of the belt buckler. And if I kill any of these, yeah, if I kill any of them, then I fail the room. If I had... If I had the grappling hook on me, I could maybe do something here. The problem is, I need to have dropped this, and I need to drop this. So I'm in a bad position right now. And I do have to drop that as well. So like, I think I had to do this. So I think this just means my orientation is wrong. Well, there's only 8 ways to try it, right? I feel like orthogonal, me matching the mimics in terms of being orthogonal versus diagonal, is really bad. Nope, I have to go here and here. Okay, I think this one's bad. Fortunately, I am forced to do this at this point, which is bad. Could I have grabbed that earlier? I could have. Okay. Almost. I thought I'd be able to redo that, but I guess not. So from here... The other thing is, if I had the grappling hook and only had this one left, I could just come back and get it later. So I could... but the thing is, this tile up here, I can't get with the grappling hook. Well, this is annoying because I feel like I'm close, but I'm also just not able to get it. So I have to step up here. I might just have to take a hit. Yeah, this particular angle looks really bad. And then we're back to this. I guess it's also possible that the side you start on makes a difference. Kind of have to do it this way. So if I go in here and do that, this is a lost state. Because from here, you can't drop both of these. Can't turn that way. Can't turn any more this way, so I have to make that move from here. I guess from here, again, I can drop that. But then from here, I have to go forward like this and in that kind of a pattern. Which means I'm forced to take a hit here. I could continue playing with this. I could also try to use the grappling hook in a clever way, but I think I'm just going to take the one hit and move on. I'll take the one hit and move on. I also could come back here later with a shield, because I didn't need to do this when I did, but whatever. We'll just have that room be done. It's fine. Alright, I've got a lot of yellow keys. I don't need to make a choice on the yellow versus green just yet. Let's actually do a save here. In case... no, this is forward progress. Okay, so I do need to come this way. These are the VIP eyes. card reader eye. So I have to spend 2 yellows and a green, or I have to run that gauntlet. At which point I can just take the hits. I think that's way cheaper. Alright. More blue defenders guarding keys. Shortcut, finally get back here. "12 attack. So there's enough attack in this room to make the gas toxins cheaper. Right, and then there's this where I get to be disarmed. And taking a whole bunch of hits. And I could come in here with a wooden shield, but doesn't make that much of a difference. Okay, well, I think we have made it to the end of 5th level. Back to 6th level. And, open warp. We will continue from here next time. I will see you then.